Now, in this poster, we focused on the three main human rights affected by fast fashion. First, fast fashion violates the human right of dignity because it promotes childhood exploitation and very low wages. Second, fast fashion violates the right of living in a safe environment and having access to natural resources. And third, fast fashion has interfered with communities' right of cultural identity. In this poster, we introduced fast fashion by defining the term as the low-priced and stylish clothing that moves quickly from design to retail stores to meet trends. We described three important events in the history of fast fashion and how it has increased through years. Finally, we included statistics given by the United Nations and the World Economic Forum. Finally, in these two posters, we explored two cultural perspectives towards the issue. The first one is United Kingdom, where we included the statistics, the government actions, and the society's initiatives to reduce the impacts of fast fashion. The second perspective is of Chile, and in the poster we described the situation in the Atacama Desert, the environmental impacts, the local actions, and the human rights affected.
I buy clothes once a month because I think that I don't really need too much clothes in my closet.
I would say I buy clothes like every 3-4 months, or maybe depending if I have a special occasion or a special invitation, then I would try to go for something to feed that.
Normalmente siempre la compro cuando me pagan la nómina.
I don't know. I don't have a periodicity to buy clothing. I think it depends on two aspects. First, for special occasions, maybe a celebration or a special party or happy birthday. And the second one is when it definitely wear out.
I donated to charity.
I check them. I check them properly first. If they still have a good quality and if they still can be used, I try to donate them to foundation or someone who uses those clothes to give it to people who may need it. But if they are not like into good shape or a good condition, then I would say that I basically throw it away to the garbage.
Yo tengo primas y hermanas. Siempre la que se me va quedando a mí o la que no me gusta, yo se la regalo a ellas.
If it's in good condition, I donate it. If it's not, I reuse it in two ways. The first one is for home use, and the second one is for sports. And when it is very bad, uh, definitely it goes to trash.
I buy fast fashion clothes like in Ella, in Zara, in H&M, in Studio F.
Pues en realidad yo siempre me voy por lo que me gusta. Si hay una blusa que cuesta 30,000 pesos, esa compro. No tengo ninguna marca en específico.
Since at home prefer to support the national industry, I like to buy Arturo Calle and Louis Vuitton clothes. Besides that, I think it is suitable for job purposes and for weekends.
The first thing that I take into account to dress is basically the level of comfort. If I feel comfortable enough, then I'm gonna wear them. Of course, that we have to respect and to follow like a dressing code, a dressing code that the school has, and then I follow those rules. Fortunately, the school has a very comfortable dressing code. I would say my context is I just try to be comfortable. I don't like something that it's too fancy, too expensive. I just want to feel free, to feel relaxed, to chill. So, and that's kind of my personality. So it's related to that. I don't need to show off with my clothes. I don't need to pretend something that I'm not.
I think it all starts with your family because if they teach you, your parents or your relatives, that gives more importance to appearance over human value, for example, you will learn that trend. maybe if your friends or your uh, work peers show you that this is important, you will that will cause you buy more expensive clothes or more periodically, and that is from the cultural perspective. But from the inner beliefs, I think if you give importance to humility and to the value of the people, it will be, you will prioritize that over your appearance or over the way of dressing.
I think fast fashion affects human rights because I consider that some industries pay a really low salary to the employees.
I would say fast fashion is a huge problem because first, lots of people work in fast fashion. They have problems because they receive very poor salaries. Their incomes are not really good because it's an industry that it's so massive and so big that doesn't necessarily need someone with lots of education. It can be someone just like a blue collar worker. Mm, that's the first thing, the condition of the people who work. Second, fast fashion requires lots of water. Our world is living a water scarcity, and the fact that I'm buying constantly clothes that I throw away really fast requires more water, and it's something that we don't need and that we actually need to be conscious about the necessity of taking care of the planet. So environmentally and socially, fast fashion involves lots of problems for mankind.
In this case of fast fashion, I think it's bad for two reasons. First, because it produces a lot of waste, and second, because it demands a lot of raw material, for example, water, and it definitely harm ecosystems and the earth we need to live in.
So also we wanted like to propose you some different solutions that you can do like from your house and with your own family to help that this problematic is like kind of solved or reduced. So the first thing that you can do is well to buy less clothes if you think that you buy a lot of
that all these industries cause a lot of pollution in the environment and exploit the workers, like the children and the people that produce the clothes. And I learned that it is a good way of making money, but by killing the environment